These two new creator packs bring something very different to the usual creator packs that we've seen for Cities Skylines 2 in the past. For one of them takes a current gameplay loop and adds a huge twist to it, and the other creator pack takes a large part of one of the base game's well-known features and pumps some much-needed progression, story and fun into it. We're going to be looking at all the details of the Supply Chains pack made by Bad Idea and the Skyscrapers pack made by Revo. These will both be available to purchase on Wednesday the 3rd of December, along with two new radio stations, Cloud Lounge and Synth and Steel, and you can hear those in the background of this video. All the links to these will be in the description below. Okay, let's dive in and get all the juicy details on these new packs. Well, let's take a look through the items. We're going to start off with the Skyscrapers pack by Revo. And as we said, this has got a very interesting setup, which we're going to see as we go along. So most of these skyscrapers you're going to find in the unique building tab. Let me just show you that. There we go. So we pop into here. We're on the offices one, so I'll show you that first. We've got some there. We've got quite a few in the commercial, we've got some in the mixed as well, and there's a few in the residential. So as we go through, we can see those figures down here that we've got for each, and we got some props as well, and a couple of service buildings. And service buildings seems to be the theme of these packs, of this pack particularly, of these skyscrapers. Now they are, as always, extremely fantastic looking buildings. Whenever we get a creator pack, oh, this one's pretty tall. Whenever we get a creator pack, I mean, they are always really, really cool buildings with details. But it's not until you click on them that then we get some interesting information. So we'll take a look at this one here, for instance. So we can see this is called a Lighthouse Point. We get a little bit of a blurb there and also some upgrade information that's going to help our city. As we hover over this one, we can see that this is a residential building. So we've got 300 households can live in there. They can enjoy these wonderful gardens and details on the roof as well. Very nice, very nice. But we get an upgrade. And this gives us a wellness centre. So now we're seeing the upgrade system that we've been utilising within Cities Skylines 2 being added to buildings that aren't the same, if that makes sense. So we're not placing a fire engine, then upgrading the fire engine with more trucks. We've got a residential, you know, huge, big, tall high-rise here, and we're adding a wellness building to it, and that, we're going to see that a lot as we go along. So this is going to give us all of those benefits, again, that we can see on there, and it's a multi-floor wellness centre complex with gym, all sorts of things, swimming, located on the top floor. So we can see that that gets added around the back on there. So we'll add that in, and all the bonuses are added. Still got the same amount of households, but yeah, so that is very, very clever, and I'm liking the way that this is being used. So this is another residential building. If we pop on here, this holds 750 households. Got some information at the top there, some well-being, all that sort of good stuff. But we have a police station that can be added on this one. 35 patrol cars, all sorts of things going on there. Jail capacity 48. And there we go. That adds another tower. Look at that over the back. I'm just seeing what else it's doing as well. Yeah, removing some parking. Actually, no, it is not removing some parking. The parking is underneath. There we go. So we've now got another floor on here with a nice water effect. And the water's being affected by the wind as well. We've got a little art installation in the middle there. And if we click on this building so we can see its stats up here, we can see, yeah, the police station, maintenance, all the households that can live in there, the criminals, and of course all the cars that can be sent out. And we've got upgrades here that we can, that's how we can delete and remove them as well, in case you haven't seen that before. Here we go. So we can deactivate it, delete it, all that sort of good stuff. Excellent. So, wellness centre, police station. What is next? I mean, this, look at this complex here. This residential complex is just huge. It is absolutely amazing. It's got some built-in parks as well, some tennis courts. What's it got around here? Yeah, some more parks, some more gardens. What's that? Down, is that bike parking? Am I seeing bike? It's hard to see when you go over it and it goes blue. We have bike parking built in. Oh, and a basketball court as well. What is this going to hold? 5,000 households. Good grief. Got to place this somewhere where you're not going to have all sorts of traffic problems. This will be good. I like it. We've got two upgrades for this one. We've got the downtown hospital. I really like medical, helicopters, ambulances, patient capacity 2,200. The cost 2.2 million. So you're basically in effect building an entire hospital. Provides medical coverage. Yeah. So where's this complex? So wow, I've not seen some of these. That is super cool. It's like another layer. Let's pop that in and have a look. It's like a suspended layer. So we've got underground emergency vehicle access and parking. And then we've got these layers here that are taking you up to the hospital wing, which is above the ground. And you've got all sorts of stuff here to help people come and relax, get better, some nice nature. That is really cool. I am liking that. So we just click on this building now. We get all the separate information. 5,000 household. Now we've got patients. 2,000 parking. Good grief. And it's storing pharmaceuticals, which you've seen before. Vehicle maintenance. That'll be the ambulances going in and out, which it's going to give us quite a few of those somewhere. It'll probably tell us 26 ambulances for 2 point whatever it was million. That's good. Then we've got a disease control center. Again, medical helicopters. I think I need some disease control. Patient capacity. And yeah, all these bonuses. Let's pop that on. There we go. So that is another tower on the side. This is nuts. This is like a whole flipping skyline in one building. I love it. I just absolutely love the way that's gone. This is brilliant. And then it just gets even taller. What have we got here? We now have, residential building. What was this one called? That was Grandview Heights, Bell Creek, Lighthouse Pointy, Silver Dragon, super tall skyscraper, dragon scaled rooftop. What the heck is a dragon scaled rooftop? Is it? Oh, I see. It's all this around here. We could actually get the camera in there. It's this dragon scale thing going on. It's cool. Helicopter access as well, which is good. Super rich are going to be living in here. 2,500 people are going to live in this one. And let's just go around the back as well. Very, very cool. What do we get in this one? So now we're going to get a city, college and a library together. So some bonuses, 800,000. Oh, now, okay. We're getting into this sort of upgrade. So this can be placed anywhere within this square. It's not really a square. It's like a circle square. Circular square. What is this shape? It's a circle. Yes, I do know my shapes. So we can add this across the road as long as it's within that zone. That is a very futuristic. Oh, look at the metal on the side. That is a very futuristic looking building. Oh, some fantastic use of those props there, which is good. There is some props in this pack as well. Those little benches, we can place those. Is that bike parking? We got bike racks. And on the top, also that's the way in and out, isn't it? Yeah, with some doors, nice relaxing areas on top. Helicopter on there. Similar over here. Yeah, that is looking good. What sort of facts and figures are we getting about that? City College live maintenance. What's the helicopter for? Is that just like helicopter access because people are going to be flying in to use the library? Do you know what? If I had a helicopter, I would fly in to use my library. I love reading. Like a reading emergency, I would be there. Well, that is cool. And I'm wondering, can we add more? Oh, there is another one. We mustn't forget that. But yeah, we can add more of these. So you could add like another one over here, another block of your city area. That would be great, wouldn't it? Student capacity 5,000. Ooh, mamma mia. And then we've got this one here, the Geotechnical Institute. $1 million. Plus 100% oil deposits, plus 100% ore deposits. Ooh, that is nice. And that is a separate building as well. Ooh. So we could just pop that down here and have a look, couldn't we? Very, very nice. I'm liking the design of these assets. Oh man, I'll tell you what. If ever we get the asset editor released, I think things are just going to go nuts. People are like, those that are working with Paradox to make these packs, Revo in this case, just really, really good at designing these. I know there's even more creators out there just waiting to do this sort of stuff. So wages, geotechnical. Yes, that hasn't added any. Still 5,000. Yeah, okay, good. So anyway, back to the pack. Just checking all the facts and figures. So many bonuses. So what would that have cost us overall? I probably completely missed the price of those. I've placed them down already. But you get the idea. They're very, very expensive. And then we've got a little small one here. So this is now we're getting into the commercial type buildings. Again, I'm going to let you read all the facts and figures that we've got up here, which is very interesting. So we've got here household. Oh, is this mixed? Oh, I think this is mixed. Yep, it definitely is. We're in mixed and we've got 3 in this section. So this is Emerald Tower. So we've got some households. We've got employees as well. And we've got students. This is like a mix of all sorts of things going on here. What? This is great. And it's a barbershop. And it sells recreation, which is good. There's so much. Mixed-use building, commercial space, lower sections, residential space can be expanded into an elementary school. Ah, okay. So here we go. We've got the elementary school expansion. So that's adding a little bit down here and a little bit on the top, which is very cool. I'm liking that. Just the one upgrade on that for 250,000. Then we can see our student availability. Again, very, very nice. I like the use of all the rooftops as well, but a beautifully designed building. Very cool. So this one's going to be mixed as well. Docklands Tower. I think this one is one of my favorite ones with a design, this sort of cutout design. You see that on quite a lot of modern buildings now. So you get the benefits of the balcony, bit of shade, bit of sun certain times of the day. And you got a pool. Benefits of a pool. Who doesn't like that? It's got parking as well. It's like controlled parking. Very cool. So we've got some bonuses and an upgrade. What is the upgrade this time? Fire station headquarters. So the DLC hut owns this one. Pumping out the DLCs for Cities Skylines 2. That's what we like to see. So we've got 3 fire helicopters and fire. So we've got no helicopter access. Oh, we have got helicopter access. There we go. Okay. I was wondering whether it was going to add it. Oh, yeah, it does. Look. So if I just move away from that, we get the 3 added on there. And what else do we get? Yeah, the building doesn't change apart from that. That's fine. What else did that add? 16 fire engines as well. Good grief. So these are getting, you know, quite costly, but the space-saving benefits for adding these buildings onto, adding these service buildings onto these buildings, I think it's just a fantastic use of the system. I like that a lot. Okay, and then we've got the final one in mixed residential. Look, it even says it right in front of it there. If only I'd used my eyeballs. This one, Hurston Yards. Ooh, that looks like a posh name. This one's got this big thing right in the top, which just looks, that just looks great, doesn't it? Some outside areas as well. Got a little bit of work going on in there. The maintenance stuff, whatever, you know what I mean. Heat pipes, HVAC, that's the word I was looking for. And yeah, what do we get here? So we get some bonuses again, lots of recreation, interlaw designs. Well, that sounds super posh. Sells furniture. So there we go. They're storing up furniture for their store, which is, yep, up there. Brilliant. And then we've got an observation deck plus 100 plus 100 entertainment. Where's that going to go? Oh, look. There we go. It just adds a little something there. Look. A door and a way. Imagine standing on there. I mean, that would just be... There we go. We can use this camera. Oh. Overlooking your city. What a great place to stand. Brilliant. Other props. Oh. We're in the wrong camera mode for me to zoom forward. There we go. Some more bench props there. We'll get back to that in a moment when we talk about the props. So that was cool. How much was that? 50,000. Cool. Okay. And then we've got Hurston Tower C. Third tower expansion can be placed... Headquarters for commercial operations. So there we go. We get some more bonuses on there. I tend not to read all the details because I know if you want to, you can pause and read it yourself. Oh, so this is a third tower. Can I add more than one? Oh, already exists. I was hoping I could add more than one. But what you can do, if you want to move it, I think I can just do it from here. Yeah, we can just pick that up and we can just move it down here. So we can have we could have this as a complex, couldn't you? And have like parking, park. Connect that together in some way. That is really good. How much is that? 500,000 for a tower of that size. Gotta say, that is cheap at the price. That is cheap at the price. Really good. Okay, so then we're on to, there's 2 commercial buildings. So we've got Kansai Tower. You can see the bonuses that we get there. Let's swing around this way. Very nice looking building as well. Lots of activity going on top. More helicopter access for the uber rich in your city. Excuse me. I like just looking at the reflections and the colour on these two pointy bits on the previous tower. Sorry, distracted. So good. What are we going to get here? So again, we're going to get some sort of school. Employees, a lot of employees. Wow, these are big buildings. So a high school, outdoor space to boost health and well-being. Is this a... Yeah, this is going to go on to here. So it's adding that little bit there. It's adding a bit on the front here as well. Oh, that's interesting. I've overlapped this building that's a bit too close. Let me just make some space. There we go. We just move that one over. So this is adding a helicopter onto the top. I think that was the problem. Oh, this might have had the helicopter tower. Either way. Oh, yeah, there we go. Either way, we're going to do that. So that adds this bit here and this bit down the side as well for all the kiddie winkies to come out of playtime and enjoy that. That's what, oh, I just noticed there's some, yeah, seating and all sorts of things over there as well. Brilliant. So 3,000 students in this one. What was that? That was a high school edition. 600,000. Very nice. And then the last of our commercial buildings, the Great Tower of Commerce. I mean, that is one imposing tower of commerce, isn't it? Look at it. It's not the biggest. It's the second biggest. It is the second biggest, yeah. Then we've got all sorts of bits and pieces down the bottom using the props that we know so well. Oh, great entrance there. And a bit of parking. Electric parking. Nothing for bikes. I don't think they're expecting anybody to cycle to work. But all the commerce work they're going to be doing. Bonuses and a shopping mall. Oh, okay. 250,000. 200 outdoor recreation. Oh, okay. So that's going to take the whole of the bottom section and add a shopping mall to it. There we go. So are these all... Let's just fast forward the game. Yeah, I don't think you get any more businesses moving in by the look of it. There's one there. Let's have a look round here. That's it. The same one. We can always find out by clicking on here. Yeah, just the same one. Shop latte. There we go. Selling of the food. Brilliant. Okay, and then finally we have these offices. We've got 6 offices here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yep. So this one's got a similar design to what we've just seen. So this is seaworthy building. And again, this has got an upgrade, a city hall upgrade. 1.2 million. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. It's going to add on the same footprint and give all sorts of extra bonuses as well. Nicely put together. What have we got? Yeah, still access to some outside space, the water there. Then we've got this one here. I like this one with the sort of stilts around the outside. That is very cool. So this one is the Coruña. So what have we got here? We have a university conversion. Converts the interior of the Coruña into a university after an expensive interior. So 1 million, that's going to cost us. It's going to give us, so basically keeps the building exactly the same, but instead of being, what's this, employees and all that sort of thing, boink, we still get employees, but now we get 3,000 students, which is interesting. I wonder whether the employees will go. So it's basically been an upgrade, even though the tooltip said conversion, it's still a shop. So, you know, use a bit of imagination there. Still selling of the software. Okie doke. Auditorium. So +1 interest in university education. Ah, okay. So that is, let me have a look at this then. So if I add 1 on, I want to see if this stacks. Let's add 1 there. Did we get some sort of information? Do you know what? Unless I'm wrong, I don't think there's anywhere to go to see all of these sort of citywide effects, like listed somewhere, as in how the whole city is affected. If I'm missing that, let me know in the comments below, but there's no sort of overall information we can click on and see all of those things stacked. I mean, in this zone here, yeah, so even like the local effects, maybe I'll pass that on, because what I was thinking of doing here was adding another one, get that as close as possible. And then, oh, okay, well, we get it there. Look, +2. Ah, so it is stackable. So I can't go outside the zones. I could go there, can't go there. We could go round here. +4, +5. Yeah, okay, we get the idea with that. So you'd have to actually click on the building. But yeah, somewhere to see all of these citywide would be great. So I'll try and remember that make that suggestion. But yeah, there we go. The Coruña. Should be La Coruña? I don't know. Anyway, research wing. So 500,000 plus 15% electronics production. That is a whole flipping another building. Good grief. So if I pop that down there, plus 15%. Oh, we can't stack them. Okay, I was gonna try and do that. But that, of course, can go anywhere within the zone. So we could just pop that. Well, that's not within the zone, but that's going to get in the way of the next building we're looking at. So you get the idea. Oh, no, that is the building we're looking at. Okay, we'll do that again. There we go. You can pop that out the front. Make that into a bit of a complex as well. And I like that. I like the angled design of that one. Making high rises, skylines and everything interesting. Very cool. We've got 2 more left. Let's have a look at that. So this is finance. What? Oh, finance term. Finance term? I think that's what it's saying. Bonuses on there. Any upgrades on this one? No upgrades on this one. But that is a lovely looking building. Very good, very good. Got some street level stuff going on. You got some stuff on the roof as well. Cool design. And this one here, I mean, look at this thing. Look at that thing. That is like, that is just nice. That is just really nice. The Aurum Spire. I mean, having that in the middle of your city as like a centerpiece of some sort, surrounded by parks. I mean, Teasmania is going to be getting a load of these really soon because not most of them are going to fit into Kettlewick. And this is the one I'm most looking forward to popping down. So you can see all the information there. No upgrades on that one. But that is looking very, very cool. And then finally, we've got this one here. I think I miscounted there. Office 6. No, we've got a couple more. Arroyo Seco building. Some bonuses there. Modern skyscraper, ample spaces. How many employees are in this one? 473. We've got 439 in this. Nice little, whoa, autosave. Nice little waters down the bottom here. And then we've got an upgrade on this one. Police headquarters. So is that going to be a... Let's have a look. That's going to sort of take over the bottom, add some helicopters to the top. Yep. But we've got like underground parking and stuff now, haven't we? Where all the... Oh, it's all underneath. It's one of these. Look at all those cars. Got a few different designs in there as well, which is cool. So what do we get? We get... What? 72 vehicles. Good gravy. That is a heck of a lot of police cars. Wow. How much did that cost us? 2.5 million. Okay, for 2.5 million, I would expect a lot of police cars. And then we've got the Long Wires Tower. This is the last one in the offices, plus 20,000 network capacity. Ooh. So we can see where this is going, can't we? Have a look down here. Electronic software, telecom that they do. 104 employees, but... we can add a substation. Turns long wires into a transform battery station in the middle of the city. Power lines can be connected above or below ground. Oh, wow. So if we just have a look at our power at the moment, there's nothing there. If we add this, which I don't think changes the building. Oh, it adds a little... Come on, get off the screen. Adds a little thing. There we go. Look at that. So now we can add in... So I've got to be underground for this, haven't I? Boink. No, that's the big one. There we go. So you could go outside the city for that. Is that up to there? Yeah. No, I think I should have gone a bit further. Let me go like that. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. We'll just leave it like that. And then it's adding to the small ones. That was probably there already. But yeah, bringing the power in, as it says, to the downtown. That is really cool. I'm liking that. We've got some water overlapping the edge. That might have caused the problem with the power. We will move on. We have 2 service buildings as well. Westmont Tower and Terminal City Bank. Now, these ones can be found. Let's see if I can remember where. So Westmont Tower is in the communications tab under the post because it is a post office. We can see all the information there about the post office. And then the other one can be found in the police and administration tab. So the administration tab, Terminal City Bank. So let's just take a look at these. So this is a very nice looking downtown office. It has the upgrades here of Centre of Postal Services. So at the minute, what have we got down here? 60 employees, attractiveness mail, stored mail. We can see the information there, 29 vehicles. If we add this, extra 1,000 mailbox capacity, 200,000 storage capacity, extra sorting speed, post vans, trucks, the works. So that is just gonna, oh, it's gonna add another tower there. Very cool, very cool. And then this one here is the downtown restaurant. Okay, increasing well-being and happiness. Why not? Look at that, it's gonna add that on top of the building there. Very nice. So a post office with a nice restaurant. Very cool. And that's where all the vans are going to come out at the front, I would imagine. And then finally, this one here. Again, another lovely looking building. Let's get a little bit higher, see the top. What are we going to get on here? We are going to get, so this is the bank. So we can see the information there. We've got employees and that sort of thing. And if we add a subway terminal, we get 4 platforms underneath here. So if I hover over there, you can see underground. It's adding our subway. We go page down. So it's added a couple of stations and 4 connections. So there we go. That is the Skyscrapers pack by Revo. So many buildings and so many different ways of upgrading and getting services into your city. I like that idea a lot, and I'm hoping that this sort of upgrade path can be used with any future packs that we get. Let's move on to the next one. So now we're going to look at supply chains by Bad Idea. Now, first of all, I've laid the buildings out in a row so we can just see we've got 5 commercial, 13 industry and 9 offices. Again, these are all found under the unique buildings. So we go into here, SC for supply chains. We've got some there, we've got some there, and we've got some there as well that I've all placed down. But really, this isn't the way to look at and think about these buildings, that they're just going to get placed down like this. They are supposed to work through a supply chain. So let's just lay them out slightly differently and have a look at an excellent little graphic put together by Bad Idea themselves. Right, let's take a look at this graphic first of all. So we can see here that we've got the supply chains and it's taking care of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 basic items that we would have in the game. So the wood, the grain, the livestock, the vegetables, the textiles, the oil, the minerals, the coal, and the stone. And then as you move along here, we've got the industry building that you place down first of all. Then we've got either a commercial or an industry building, which is next in the chain. I think these first ones here are commercial. These ones will be an industry building. Then you've got an upgrade to the industry building. That's what that little star is there. So all of these here are upgrades to the first building that was put down. And then to finish off the chain, we have an office building over here. So let's just take a look at the buildings in the city in a way that makes sense. So the first one on the list was the wood production chain. So we have the particle board factory here, which has got Stefan Stump as the business that's taken over. They take wood and produce timber, and you can see all the information down here. Now the next thing in the chain would be this little building here, so the antique store. So the idea is that as you go through these, a little bit of imagination is needed. So you would read this information up here. Our burgeoning forestry industry has highlighted an opportunity. We should open a particle board factory. Here we can use a lot of the traditional waste products and turn them into wood products that are only slightly not as good as the real thing. It's fantastic. Can be upgraded for wood veneer production. We'll come back to that. So you would get a building like this. So once your wood production in your city is producing enough, this would unlock. So then you can place this down and you would start producing the timber. Then you would say, okay, what's next in the production chain? We will need somewhere to sell this timber. So we've got this lovely looking brick building here. And click on there. It's an antique store. Due to the recently opened particle board factory in town, the local market has been flooded with low-cost consumer-grade furniture. As a result, we have an abundance of older, sturdier furniture that can be sold at a premium to those that can pay. So these are now selling furniture. Now, what's interesting about this production chain jump that we've got here is this takes wood, produces timber. Okay, so these are exporting timber, but this one is selling furniture. Now, there's no sort of input on here that says they're taking in that timber, but I'm sort of presuming that that's where the imagination comes in on the supply chain. and then they're going to get their furniture from whatever other buildings that we've got in our city that are taking that timber to produce the furniture, and then they will sell the furniture. That's how that's going to work. So then we get this, no, then we jump back to here. That's the third thing, is the upgrade. So back to here again. We've got the wood veneer production. So production has been strong, but the demand for our timber products has been stronger. Using this upgrade to boost industrial efficiency. And we can offer the same high quality wood products by shaving off the top grain and simply wrapping it around some sawdust. There we go. Veneering product. So again, we get bonuses and things, and we would add that onto here. So that's adding, let's have a look, a little building at the back. There we go. So we can see sort of production and things going on, warehouses, all sorts of things. Again, a very lovely looking building. That doesn't actually change anything. So you get that bonus plus 5%, move over here, industrial efficiency citywide, but we've still got wood being produced by timber. I don't believe anything else changed in there. But then we get to the final part of the pseudo production chain, I'm going to call it, and that's this interior design studio. We had a wealth of furniture, but are almost completely broken ideas for where to put it all. Opening the interior design studio will surely put us on the map for any lover of fine tables, chairs, and even smaller tables. So again, you see those bonuses that are citywide. But what you'll notice is it requires software and it produces media, which is one of the items, if we go into production, that are the immaterial goods. So we've got software, we've got telecom, we've got financial. So all of these ones here can be in an office service building. So it's not a physical production chain of this making an item that then being sent to there, that's then being sent to there. It is like a virtual production chain that's going on here, or supply chain, if you want to call it that, as that is the name of the pack. And I think that is just the way that the game works at the moment, because there is no way to sort of within the game manipulate this, which would be great if there was, so we had more control over that. But maybe that's something for the future. This is a creator pack, and generally speaking, creator packs don't add new, what's the word I'd be looking for? Don't add whole new ways of doing things in the game. Although I'm saying that, and we just looked at this pack over here, but that upgrade thing was already built into the game, wasn't it? And then it's just been utilized by Revo in the pack. So this is more of a storytelling thing with some great looking buildings that we can use if you had a little town that started off cutting down the trees, making wood, and then you'd follow this sort of story through here. And then eventually, as the town builds up, slightly more city vibes, you might get this interior design studio built in your city. So that's how it works. So let's go along each of these. I'm not going to read out the story on each, but you can see that for yourself. So then we have the grain supply chain. So we've got a cereal mill over here, which is making convenience food. So this would be the first stop on the list. Go nuts for donuts. They're making cereals. We can imagine they're chopping up their donuts, sprinkle it on the top. Man, a lot of sugar in the cereal. And then the next part of the production chain here actually sells that convenience food. So this one's slightly different. I think what it is, it depends. I think this is always going to sell convenience food. Obviously the company will change, but yeah, so we've got that one, grain to convenience food. This is selling that convenience food. It's a commercial building. That's the next one in the production chain, like we said. Then we go back to here and we upgrade this. So demand has been so good, they want to offer a special sugar blasted sugar brand cereal. So now we're going to do that. So we'll add that onto there, and that is like a whole upgrade to the factory, which is really very cool. I do like that. Still doing convenience food though. Let me just run the game a little bit. I don't think anything's going to change with that. And then we hop over to the last part of this production chain, which is this building, the television production studio. Why would a television production studio get involved? We'll have a look in a minute, but let's just have a glance in here. Look at this. I just think this is a wonderful looking building. That is like a fake city scene there with some fake buildings. I think we can like fly all the way in here. And they've got it set up for, with an autosave to help us out in the middle. Got it set up for some filming. Look at that. Fake. All fake. I love it. That is a brilliant design building. Really, really cool. I like that. And what have we got around the sides and the back? We've got the stage. We've got props galore in here. All sorts of storage and things going on. This is really good. I like this. Oh, we've got all the clothes out there on rails. As it's a nice day, they're doing it outside. So why is there a television studio in the serial production chain? I will show you this one. Because it says, we've seen an increasing number of television stations becoming increasingly unwilling to participate in product placement during Saturday morning cartoons, the penny drops. So now they're going to do that with serials and profits will go up. Again, a little bit of imagination. This actually requires software and produces media because it is an office, but that is the production chain for the grain. Then we have livestock. So this building here, livestock processing facility, requires fish, produces food. Now it says fish. This comes under the livestock chain, which in my mind would be this. Fish is an entirely separate thing. So I'm not quite sure why that was on there. I mean, that must be correct. So maybe depending on the building, we've got Frank's Fish Stick Factory. That could change. But we've got food. This is where I'd like the more control built into the game. So I could say a company moving in here has to take livestock, for instance. And then instead of food, they might make convenience food, whatever I want to turn livestock into. I don't know. But anyway, that's sidetracking. So yeah, very cool looking building here. We do have these sort of black and white multi-headed fish out the back, which are looking really cool. Yep. And again, a very nice looking building. So then next on the production chain is this beautiful farmer's market. So that's going to take the food and sell the food. And this is just absolutely great. I love it. When this is set up in the city, we've got people walking through here, like bookshelves selling books. We've got cafes. It's just, yeah, I like this a lot. This is really good. I could see this prominently featuring in my cities. Really, really nice. I like that one. Bad idea. So yeah, we've got this one selling the foods. Then for the production chain, we go back here. And for the story, we add on the meat packing logistics center. So we're going to pop that on, and that is super upgrading that building. Those fish aren't going to know what's going to hit them. So yeah, once they've done that, then we come over here to the last one, which is the livestock exchange. So fish are alive, aren't they? You can sort of stock them in a shop. So yeah, that's fine. And again, this is a very cool looking building. Let's go around the back here. Sort of a bit more industrial around the back. That's really good. Again, that's an office, so we know how that works there. But all of these, as you've seen along the way, are giving us some bonuses. So what about the vegetables? Now this is interesting for the vegetables. So we've got here an energy drink bottling plant. Cottage industries around our many vegetable farms, yeah, infused with copious amounts of caffeine. So I always laugh because it is vegetables, but it's just carrots, isn't it, on the things? I always think got carrot and caffeine energy drink. The company that's moved in here is Bev Pop, which is really cool. I like that. So if we jump into here, so we've got vegetables producing beverages, so that's good. Next one in the production chain, a sports bar, of course. They are selling the beverages. Have a look at this. We've got some goal action going on at the back where they can do some competitions. Get the ball in the hole. Got like a little scoreboard going on here. People can sit and watch. Drink there. Carrots and caffeine energy drinks. I like it. I like it. It's great. And then we pop on here. We've got an upgrade. Worldwide acclaim. Everybody loves it. Now we need a shipping department because we're going to send that around the place. So they're super going for the upgrade here. This small little family-owned business is, upgrading. And then we get to the last one in the production chain. What do you think this is going to be? Looks like a cinema, doesn't it, or something? Bottle cap office. I was just looking at this down here. So now this one here, a museum devoted to the somewhat storied history of the energy drink. We have floors of sales offices, and you can come and get your media here as well, which is good. I like this. I like this building. It's like a funky looking building with like the bottle cap on the top. Really cool. Just the sort of look for a cool museum. Very nice. So then we have over here the textile fiber, which is the one that I always call cotton, this one here. And our first building in here is the athletic wear factory. So, fashion, yeah, you can read that information there. So we get the athletic factory. And sort of zoom around here. Very factory looking. Vehicles in the back. Nice little roundabout on the side. Gets the seal of approval. Plenty of parking. Then we move on to this. Wow. Wow. I love this building. This building just looks... We need more buildings like this. This is great. Bigfoot Inc. I love it. So this is like the industrial side of it. This is the commercial side of it. Looking nice. What is this actually? So selling the textiles. So this was, yeah, taking the livestock, turning them into textiles. I'm assuming this time it isn't fish. That would be weird. And then this is selling the textiles. So actually I'm changing my mind on what I said before. It was only that first one where things didn't match up. And we've got the fish one, which I think is just a quirk of the, depending on the company that moves in. But every other one apart from that, the item they're making is the item that's being sold next. So yeah, this is where they're selling all those things, the athletic wear. So that fits in, doesn't it? Very good. Oh no, then we go back here for the upgrade. So now, but everywhere it's just yoga pants and branded t-shirts, sports shorts, assembly line. Ah, they're branching out. So that is adding onto the top of the building. There we go. Very cool. And then we get down to this one at the end, which again is a very, I mean, it's got Sing Tape Records, but a very cool looking building. That industrial shopping vibe. I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of shopping centre. Oh, we've got like, what the heck? We've got like skateboarding on the top. You don't want to go too far on that, too fast on that, do you? And then little stages as well. Let's just see what this is. Brandon Lifestyle Centre. Oh man, I feel cool just looking at this thing. We need a place for our brand representatives to look good. Oh, okay. It's like somewhere you'd come and do your TikToks and your Instagrams. Hi, y'all. Wearing the new brand today. Yeah, excellent. I love it. And it's, you can buy your records here as well. Really good, really good. Let's go to the next one. Spooky dokey. Now we have the oil production facility, and this is a beautiful asset. Look at that. I feel like I'm playing Satisfactory or something. The pipes, the details, the girders, the things, the nut. Look at that. We've got bolts on there as well. Little lights. If this is not a labour of love, I don't know what. I don't know what it is. This is really, really good. Giving you like a brief tour of this, but yeah, this is very, very nice. And this is the rocket fuel refinery. So taking crude oil to make petrochemicals. The next one in the list is another absolutely beautiful looking building, the nanopolymer synthesis unit. And if you read the story when I click on this as well, so I've got a Lego brick out the back. Whoop. Let's come back round here. Solar panels going on the roof, is it? Or just, no, it's like air vents, isn't it? Air vents. So yeah, read about that. That's why we got these going on. So this one's minerals and crude oil to make chemicals. So that's like an addition. So this is crude oil to make petrochemicals. So there we go. It's another one that doesn't quite, bit of imagination going in, because they're making something else to help. So you get the story, you get how it works. So that's fine. And then, oh no, then we go back to here. I always forget, we've got the upgrade. Rocket propellant distillation. Ooh. I like the jokes. I like the jokes. Look at that. An upgrade to the building. That is really nice. I like this building a lot. Oh man, this is going to be like going in my industrial estate. Otherwise I could say that. This will be going right in my city with excitement. And then here we go, the Launch Payload Control Center to keep track of all the various things we've launched into orbit over the years. Yeah, it's all flying around up there. But again, a beautiful looking building. I'm guessing got some sort of radar or something inside this great big ball. Very nice gardens. Very, very nice building. Good, good, good. We'll continue. We haven't got many left. We've got 3 left. So this is ore. We have a blast furnace down here. So we can see they've got all the items that they need to do the blasting in the furnace. We've got all the junk coming out the back. Oh, look, that's like space for diggers. That is a cool little detail. That is, I'll tell you what, I don't know how long you've been working on this pack, but man, I hope lots of people buy it for me, because I know, actually I say I know, I don't know how it works, how people that make the creator packs get paid. whether there's some sort of bonus thing, one-off payment at the beginning and then more with sales. I honestly don't know. I've never made one, but yeah, cool. Okay. So I'm just saying, I hope lots of people buy it. I'm sure you'll like that. So metal ore into metals. And the second one in the chain is the casting fabricator. So that's metals and plastic to make vehicles. We cast automobile parts, train parts. We can probably even do bicycle parts. Well, that's good. So that's vehicles is the nearest thing. So again, very, very nice looking building. Loads of detail, excuse me if you don't mind. And then back over here, I didn't forget this time, for the upgrade. But we still do better. Foundry, workshop space, expand. Lots of stuff going on and bonuses. So that is, there we go, a little expansion on the side here. Very cool, very cool. Excellent. And then to the last building, excuse me, all the smoke. To the office that we've got here. So this one is the steel building. Gives us these bonuses here. Software and financial. Yeah, get that. Very good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Then we have coal. So this is a very long looking building. This is the steel works. So that's good. So we're making, what was, I missed that. Let's click that on that again. So that is metals and coal to make steel. Just wanted to zoom in and take a look at this building and all the details. Even though it's briefly, so many details. So many details. Loving the long barn look at the back there. Okay, so what was it? Steel. This one is metals and steel to make machinery parts. So a fabrication unit. Very nice, very nice. And it sort of fits in as well with the theme, doesn't it? So you can see them expanding and having that. And then we're going to have this one, the milling and rolling unit. Long cables to make bridges. Fits in with the story building the city, of course. Oh man, that is going full on expansion. That's like a whole nother floor upstairs, bigger machines in there, all sorts of things going on. And then the final part, well, it's an office with somebody's got a smoking problem by the look of it. Wheels need to be greased. The greasiest of wheels. What? Ready and willing to help keep the machines working overtime. All right, okay. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Yeah, look at that. That is a cool looking building. Very nice. Then finally, we've got to the end. We've got stone. So we've got a little stone concrete batch plant on here. So they take stone, making of the concrete. You see it all piled up. A little bit of machinery there. Chuffing away, making the concrete. Then it comes over to this one. Gravity separation unit. I don't know what that does. You can probably read that and see for yourself. So that takes stone and makes minerals. So that's slightly different. But again, these two buildings look like they go together very well. And then we've got the upgrade. Ready mix facilities. Excellent. Ready mix concrete. So what are they? Oh, okay. The local, whoever they are, Strong Arm Mixing, is upgrading their facility. Oh, they've got like these things here that takes all the stuff up and pipe work and all sorts of things going on. And then finally, this building over here. So what do you think this could be? I mean, again, a very, very nice looking building. So we've been making of the concrete and other sorts of things over there. This is Strip Mine Office. That's like their headquarters, is it? Whole lot of crews assigned to dig. Okay, very good. I like that. Lots of bonuses. Snafu Insurance helping out with that one there. So there we go. So that's the end, isn't it? That is a cool looking pack. So on first glance, you might go, oh, it's not many buildings. And once you start looking into what's going on, the upgrades and how it's going to work in your city, I love both of these packs. I just think they add so much to the city. I've got no clue on what the price is, so I can't comment on that. What I can comment on is the props I forgot to show you. Where are they? Did I not put them down? This is a slightly different save than I used before. 1 second. Here we go. In the park tab, click Skyscraper. We've got 3 little benches. So we've got Urban Bench 1, Urban Bench 2, which is very nice, and Urban Bench 3. There we go. Brilliant. I like that one. So yeah, I've got no clue on the price. I'm going to put the links in the description below. These are out on the 3rd in 2 days time. So you can go and check the Steam links for those and decide if these are for you. But definitely watch this space. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, because we are for sure going to be putting all of these things into New Zealand and as many as we can in Kettlewick as well. Do we need some sort of industrial hub outside the main town city of Kettlewick? I think we do. So thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the look through these packs, please leave a like below, and I will see you all very soon for the next one. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.